everyone, Juliet here from Hello Cards and Paper Art for Movie Monday. Do you find there aren't really very many good cards out there for men? I don't know why we focus so much on greeting cards for women, but there definitely seems to be a lack of really good cards for men. So I thought today we'd do specifically a card for men. It's one that I worked on late last week, and it's a bit of fun. It's got a slight circusy theme, and it uses toothpicks. I actually use toothpicks on a few of my cards. My cricket card, I use it as the stumps, and I'm going to show you how to use it on this one. Toothpicks are great because they're very flat, so they fit on a card really well, and they add just one more dimension to your cards. So let's show you how to do this card. So I've got my white face, and what I've done is I've stuck on this really fun sort of circusy red and white stripe print for the lower section. And when I'm adding a piece that's the same width as the card, I like to do that first and then place the whole thing on the card base. That way you can trim off any excess. So we'll just stick that on. I've already double-sided it, so it should just go straight on. And there we go. And in order to get a really accurate cut, I use a trimmer, which is this little machine here. I just pop the paper in and slide it, but I'll talk about that more another time. But you can measure out exactly the same width every time. Makes it very handy. So we've got our red and white stripes on. Now, we're actually doing a cute little moustache on a stick today. But first we're going to add a little bit of blue and white washi tape with stars. So in order to do that, you want to run out your tape, and we're sort of adding it like a little flag. So you probably want about 10 centimeters rolled out. And first of all, we just cut the top off the toothpick just so that you've got a bit more to grab onto. And we're going to pop this about a third of the way down. Try and get that perpendicular to your tape, and then you just turn the tape over and line it up as best you can. And there we go, and just stick that down. And then we've got a little saying which we're going to stick on it. So you just need to have enough room to cut your flag points. So there we go, we know that we've got enough. Grab some scissors and just cut on the diagonal that way. And I find the easiest way is to flip it over and cut. Your hand's already in the same position, and you can just cut the exact same angle again. And there's that cute little flag. Now, sticking down the toothpick on the cricket card I was talking about, I actually PVA glue the back of it, but this one, because it's got other components that stick it down, we don't need to bother. We can just use those to keep it stuck to the page. Just run across one line of tape, peel that off. Okay, and then I'm going to place this pretty much in the middle, so your point matches the edge, and just run that across. See, so that'll hold that down. And then we've got our moustache, and we stick that on the top here, and it's got the double-sided white squares so it lips off the page, so you get that lovely shadow. We've got our greeting, which, as I said before, we're going to stick over here, and you can just make sure that that lines up in the middle between the point and the stick. There we go. And the last touch is just a bit of red and white twine. We're going to slip up here and tie this bow. This is the most versatile twine. I use this so much at Christmas. Tie that there. Tying bows, it's an art. I tell you, it took me a while to learn how to tie a bow properly, and it's all about the angle. So if you start with your knot this way, you do your first loop on this side, turn the card or the whatever it is you're tying, do your loop around, and then when you pull through, you almost want to be doing it upside down. This way you get the ends on the bottom and the bows at the top, because an upside down bow looks just a little bit odd. Okay, so we're just making those loops the right size, and then we cut off our ends to just about a centimetre off the end of the bow. Go. And there we have a fun card for perhaps a moustache gentleman, perhaps not. Perhaps someone who just likes a bit of fun, likes bright colours. Thanks so much, guys.